I also want to get y'all perspective a little bit because I'm sure Quentin was checking it out. Well, Quentin, do you have anything to say about last night first?
Fuck them hoes.
I'm managing Quentin tonight, y'all. Don't worry about it. Uh, on top of that, also just a little bit of an icebreaker. So they did the hardly initiated thing, which I told y'all that they was gonna do, right? Um, they did the hardly initiated thing between Quentin's best friend Cooley and Carrie's best friend Yada, and
L.
they had a little bit of a debate last night. I don't know if y'all watched a little bit of it. I watched a little bit of it before we went live last night.
L.
I guess I'll play. I'll just pick a random spot and I'll play a little bit to give y'all an update on what's going on.
Against marriage, I think you still don't understand my point. And I'm not saying not to get into marriage because of fear. I'm just stating what's true. You're using feelings again. So what is true? Would you sign a contract that someone is incentivized
You
to
just
break
said you're
it?
not talking about fear, but you keep on saying, "Oh, she can take half and she can leave you, brother."
No.
Listen,
You're missing. That isn't fair. That is a
hold on,
fact.
brother.
That
Hold-
isn't fair.
Hold
It's
on,
a fact.
hold on, brother. Hold on. No, you're giving your opinion, brother.
No,
No.
is a
Stop,
fact.
stop.
That is a fact.
Stop.
Please
Are you
refute my
married?
point.
Are you married?
Please refute.
Are you married?
I'm not married.
Oh, so how can you speak on this, brother? You're not
Okay.
qualified to even open your mouth
I'm
right
not
now.
qualified.
You're not qualified to
Marriage-
open your mouth right now.
All right, so that was pretty much the thing, right? I didn't want to play too much of it. It's not necessary. If y'all want to go watch it, go check out my friends over there at Hardly Initiated. Carrie, I would like to start with you. Did you watch any of it? Or did you get an
No, I
opportunity to
forgot that
check
it
out any
came.
of it? All right, no
I
worries, no
didn't.
worries. What do you think about these two in general?
Oh, I don't know, Anton, because I don't really know of
Oh, the Cooley dude?
this guy.
Okay, that's cool. No
This
worries,
guy,
no
other
worries.
than when y'all played that clip of him before.
No
So
worries. I feel you.
yeah, I don't know about him.
Quentin, let me go to you
Um,
first.
I think Yada washed him with a dirty mop from Bill Cosby's sexual activities, and it was just like I don't know. It just every time he talks, this is the exact same. He says the same thing. He tries to question people when he don't want to answer his own questions, and the dude was telling, I don't know. He's whack. He's lame.
Do you
He stands on the same talking parts across the board, no matter who he's talking to. And it just like he takes the same talking points, like because he's been on like he fucking debated Priscilla the other day, and fucking she kept cutting him off. So she's like, I'm not gonna do this. That's one thing Priscilla don't do. She ain't gonna let you just fucking over talk because she out that bitch.
I
so,
didn't I
so she
didn't
kept
watch it. I didn't check it
yeah,
out.
he kept cutting her off. So she was like, fuck that shit, I'm out. And that's what he does. Speaking
What I
about
think is much
intelligent
difficult.
people.
It's much more difficult for him to do that in person, though. I think because he
Well,
got
he
the
tried.
button on his own platform, but he can't do that in person. Which is probably why you got a different. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched a little bit of it, but I'm assuming that that's probably why it went the way you think that it went as far as Yada winning because he didn't have the button either.
Well, that's yesterday was the first time I heard him stutter. Like when
Mm.
he was out, I was like, I ain't never seen him stutter before.
Mm.
But they were just both calling each other women pretty much the whole time. you sound like a woman. No, you sound like a woman. And
What
then
do
they
you think
both
about
kept.
their debate
What
skills?
was that? What was
I
their
don't. And they
topic?
both
Oh,
brought
sorry.
you up. And he was
Oh, did
like,
they?
you got watched by Anton. He was like, yeah, Anton is good.
So the Cooley guy brought me up.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He said somebody
Oh.
said that you lost to Anton. He's like, yeah, Anton, this is a good debate. No, he said you got watched by Anton, and then Anton was like, Anton's better than you. This was more appropriate than you. Y'all's whole energy for this dude was different than you. I think he respected you more because
Yeah,
he was going at Cooley hard, and I was like, God damn.
I think that that's for a couple different reasons. Number one, I think that it's different when you actually live in it.
And I think he probably respected you more because you're just your businesses, and because he told Cooley was like, "I'll make $100,000." He was like, "I'll make $100,000 a month." He said, "We ain't the same." He said, "We ain't the same men."
I mean, because I didn't watch it, so I'm just going based off of you said. So I mean, but based off of that, listen, people may not necessarily care for Yada, but you can't argue with the fact that he got success, right? So one of the things that I was able to do in that conversation is neutralize that part to where you can't bring that up. You can't bring up the not married part. You can't bring up the money part because we both got money and we both married, right? So that kind of neutralizes the conversation. And now we got to really stick on the talking points. And one thing that I will tell people is that I never attacked him, which
And
number
that's
one, I never
yeah.
attacked him personally, like his life, his background. I never brought that up. I stuck 100% to what we was talking about as far as the topics. And when you don't do ad hominem attacks, A, you earn the respect of the person because that means that you could just debate the point. And then B, um, people are forced to pay more attention to the actual conversation instead of paying attention to whether or not you're attacking a person, right? So to that end, I would assume that Yada had one up on him because it seemed like Cooley would have done his research and realized that Yada is. I mean, we may not necessarily like his talking points. We may not necessarily like what he stand on, but you can't say I make over $100,000 a year to somebody that's a millionaire.
I think it went left early when Yada was like, "What's your name? What's your name, sir?" Cooley got offended. He was like,
Jesus Christ.
and he was real respectful about it. He's like, "What's your name? I don't even know who you are." And I was like, after that, it totally went left from there.
But I mean, again, I think that that's one of the reasons why you got to live what you say because you give people a little bit more ammunition.
Yeah.
Dang, he said that to him? Like, I'm sorry, what's your name,
Mhm.
sir?
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't say it to him because of that though. That's not why that happened. He said that because he was setting him up for a punchline. He called him a demon. He was like, "I know you're David Cooley, but you're a demon. But I'm talking to the demon inside you." It was funny as fuck. I bust out laughing at that part. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was
Jesus.
funny. But overall, I think they both lost. Like Yada, even though he's extremely successful, man, he just looked bad. He contradicted himself, and Cooley's contradicting himself because he don't back down from those I'm the exception to the rule shit. He still ain't backing down from that. So he gonna take a L. He gonna keep losing that. He gonna keep on losing debates. And yeah, he kept over talking Princella, and I was gonna call him just like, yo, you need to let people land before before you start just like going crazy on them. It So he definitely, I seen the battle where the debate to old girl, he would have lost. So that's why going into this, he wasn't prepared. So he went up against somebody who I feel like is a subpar debater. I don't even think Yada is a great debater at all. Like he don't really have no facts. He just and Cooley was right. He stated things based on his feelings a lot. A lot. He had a whole monologue about how he used to use alcohol and it was because he was about to catch a case. Man, I would have flipped that shit on him so crazy. Dude didn't execute. He could have executed that shit right there. He volunteered the information.
You got to be careful with that, though, in a debate, though.
What you mean?
Because when you volunteer the information, a lot of times people are already prepared for what you're going to say.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying you gotta be witty. That's another thing. You gotta be witty in a debate. Yeah. So
I
like,
think
but
that
I don't think, dude.
I think that in
I
a
don't think I
debate, you
don't
just got to
prepare.
remove, if you are the superior debater, in my opinion, as far as what we talking about, it's just like being in a boxing ring. Literally, you just got to remove all of the things that make the other person that you think would give the other person a leg up,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to neutralize them. And when you neutralize that conversation, then that means you just got to face me. that means you just got to substantiate your argument.
Yeah, I don't think either of them do that well. I think Cooley could. He's smart enough to, but he's
You
stuck
think so?
on. He could, but he's stuck on. He's stuck on like sometimes he's stuck on one proving an exact point. It's almost robotic.
Mm.
You know, where he knows a lot of words, but I don't
That's
think
where it ends. You're right. He learns a lot of words.
he knows a lot of words, but he doesn't know how to execute in a debate. I mean,
I
that's
think,
I'm supposed to explain myself, stay healthy. That's what we up here for. Shut up. But anyway,
nigga,
he
who you
knows
talking
he
to?
doesn't.
I'm talking to
The
the
nigga in the
chat,
chat.
Quentin. Relax, bro.
Oh shit, nigga.
I said,
About to
stay
go.
healthy. Damn.
I was about
Why
to
is
go
he ready to
25
go?
in this bitch.
Damn,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
don't be.
Slimmy, sir.
Ain't
Oh,
Sir
nobody
and
trying
Slimmy.
to
no,
quit
no, no.
tonight. He
Oh,
just who
Sir
what?
Slimmy, sir.
another thing though. Yada was extra turned up. He was extra turned up. He wasn't like that with Anton. He was
I
not
think
like
he
that.
knew
He was
who
way
Cooley is, though. I think he knew he can push
no,
Cooley's
no, no,
buttons.
wait, no, wait. I watched something earlier, and Cooley said that he had 2 security guards there.
Who had two
Yep,
security
nigga,
guards with him?
nigga, I would too if I was a
Well, no,
millionaire,
no.
nigga.
That's normal because I travel
That's
around with
normal.
security guards when I'm
Yeah,
out of
nigga.
town.
If I'm rich, nigga, fuck this shit. I ain't
Like
about to
he
pull up
he
on these
had
niggas
he
by
had
myself.
we both had security when we met up with each other, but that's just the way we move in a city in general. So I don't think that he had no security guard for Cooley. That's just honest to God. That's just how Yada get around. He always
You
has
don't want to get
security
caught
with him.
slipping like the insurance dude.
Yeah, he just
For a
be
debate.
having security with him.
Just saying.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's a
Like I
whole
mean, that's
point.
just
I
normal.
got a question because I didn't see it. Why did he say anything about he makes 6 figures? Because it sounds like he didn't do his research to find out
Well, they
that
were
this
trying to
guy.
assert their
He
dominance and
didn't say that last night. He didn't say
which
that last
man
night.
was bigger than the other one, I think is what it was.
No, he didn't say that last night. That they brought that up. They brought that up from a clip, from an old clip that where he asserted
Oh,
to
okay,
that
okay.
same old clip. But the main reason why Cooley lost is because he got caught in a lie. Because he said when the recreational use only, he said yeah, later on I explained to the girls that this is something about like whatever, I don't know, man. But he got caught up, and they never played that part of the clip where he's actually saying like, well, it's only for a certain single mom. It looked like it just looked bad, and I just think they both lost, man. It didn't look good to me.
So do y'all think
So
that
what was
debate?
their premise for?
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry. Go
sorry.
ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, babe.
No, what was their premise for bringing the two of them together? They have different views on. I see it says dating advice, so they have totally different views on relationships.
Well, lately,
No,
Hardly Initiated they've been diversifying the platform by having different people that may have different perspectives or different lifestyles to speak on specific subjects. You know what I'm saying? So they've been having
Okay.
kind of debates
So
in
this
addition to people that's coming on the platform to give their input on what's going on in society.
but this one was based heavily around dating, relationships, like that conversation,
Yeah, it
marriage.
was about
Okay.
marriage, dating, and all of that and stuff like that.
Okay.
it, but I think if they
Is
would
that
have,
why he
I think
said?
that was the problem. They should have just debated something else.
Is that why he said? But you're not married.
Yeah,
I didn't see a lot of it. I really only got to see like 10 minutes of it. So I didn't really get a chance to see it like that.
I don't
yeah,
know.
that's what he told him to me.
This wouldn't interest me.
So
Yeah, they argue. It was like more of an argument and not a debate, is what I was.
Yeah, and
all right,
the
so I got
woman.
a couple questions for y'all about it. For those of y'all that got an opportunity to watch it. A, what would you rate the debate from an entertainment perspective? And then B, do you think that they are good debaters?
From
Entertainment.
entertainment. It was A plus. Like,
Yeah, I give it.
like
I gotta give it a 7 or 8.
two niggas that think
Seven
they
and
the
a half.
shit, yelling at each other, calling at each other women at the same time. That's some funny shit.
Yeah, it was very entertaining. It was very entertaining, but horrible debaters. Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't learn anything.
Mm.
Horrible. And
You know, sometimes when you debate, you'll think and you like Google some shit and like fact check some shit
yeah.
and type of thing. I didn't do any of that. I just listened to them niggas argue.
Wait, Yada has a single mom?
He has two wives.
Somebody in the chat said they got single
He's like
moms.
married to a chick and then he got like another chick in like another country or something.
Yeah, you got 2 wives.
But do they have children already?
One of
I
them do.
think one of them.
The
Yeah, I
girl
know one
that's
of them. He
here,
said
she
that she
had a
did.
daughter already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I think that debates, I think Harley initiated. Let me give them some credit. I think that they are doing a really good job of A, diversifying their platform, and then B, I'm gonna read the super chat shortly, y'all. And then B, I think that they're doing a good they kind of setting up what I think is going to be the next really great form of entertainment is it's kind of like the boxing matches of the internet and that the debates, you know, it's kind of shaking out in my opinion to where you starting to see who the top tiers are, who the middle tier, who the lower tiers, and matching up with people. And I think that people are starting to keep track of records of whether or not people can go toe to toe. I'm gonna also give a little bit of credit to Coach Greg Adams. I like Coach Greg Adams, and he was one of the first people that I actually seen somebody really wash somebody in real life, face to face when he did the dude from the roommates, and he was debating the dude from the roommates.
Oh, I didn't know he did it. Okay.
Yeah, when Coach Greg Adams was face to face with the dude from the roommates, I forgot what his name is. I didn't already forgot him. See, it seemed like he made him retire because after that he was never the same. When you can break up debates, I think that debates in person is going to be the new wave. Like face to face, seeing if somebody can hold their composure, substantiating their argument, how you are in person. I think you're gonna start seeing Hafiz. Yep, Hafiz. You're gonna start seeing a ranking system to an extent, or people requesting for people to have to face off in person. I think that's what the new wave is going to be, and I
And I
think that
and I
Harley
don't
Initiated is ahead of the curve on that.
and I think like the art of debate is something to be studied. It ain't
It
just
is.
something you do like nigga, like that's a class nigga in high school.
It is. It
You
really
know what I
is. I agree.
mean?
I
You
agree
know,
with
like
you.
it looks a certain way, and as soon as you get out of pocket and get emotional, you lost. I don't give a fuck what you said after that. It's over.
I agree with you. I agree. So I think that that's the new wave. I think you're starting to see that shake out. And I think that you'll start to see people more or less picking their opponents a lot more carefully now that they see how things are playing out the way that it is. So
That's
I
been
seen
they've
everybody
been
get.
they've been doing
I
that
seen
on
everybody get money though, because he was on Saint the Center today too, and I was like, God damn, that nigga running amok around these streets.
I think they all live in the same area. Like Atlanta is a place where everybody is kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of in the
who
same
we
place.
talking about?
Oh,
Who was on Saint Center?
I don't know.
Cooley.
Uh,
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
saw him
okay.
talking
Because
about the bodyguard.
O'Shea said he was gonna be on there too. I thought that was Wednesday though.
Them niggas was like two little high school frat boys, like kikiing and shit. It was weird.
yeah,
But they
I
were talking
ran
about how they
into
beat. They were talking about how they beat people up, and I was like, what? Shit.
I ran into my man. What's his name? Saint Center. I ran into him in Vegas. I think we was at the Win. I think we was at the Win, and I ran into him there. So yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. But I think that that is the new wave, personally. The whole debating thing, and I think that Harley Initiated is ahead of the curve. So shout out
I
to the
think out
boys
of
over
all
there.
of them, Candace Owens is undefeated.
I mean, very few people I think has actually had an in person debate though. So
Yeah.
I seen Ben Shapiro do it. He did a really good job. Who was another one? I say mostly white YouTube. I'm just gonna call it that for separation.
yeah, that's cool.
This nigga said white
No, I just
YouTube.
see mostly like them do it. I haven't
Talk
seen a lot of
Asians.
So
I haven't
what
seen a
they
lot
be
of black
debating? Politics?
everything. I haven't seen a lot of black YouTubers do it. So maybe this will be like something that Harley Initiative is actually is like cultivating, because I haven't seen a lot of black YouTubers do their debates.
Well, it's
I
usually the
did
white
see it,
people do it,
Corey
and
P.
then the black people catch on the wave later. Is usually the case.
Yeah, I think that is the difference between being a content creator and being a debater. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's different. It's way different. And I listen. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Cooley dude. Shout out to Yada. For even pulling up and doing it. I think
Yeah.
that it's a lot to be learned from it. I don't have anything negative to say about either one of them. I hope they both successful. God bless them. So,
Yeah.
anything else before we move on, y'all?
Fuck them niggas.
Jesus Christ.
You know, I gotta say
Hey,
something off
I
the
Here
wall.
still
they
think
go.
I think they entertaining. I think they entertaining to both their audiences though. That's for sure. They
Yeah,
entertaining to their audiences, but you know, um,
yeah. God
I don't
bless
think
them.
they should debate.
I
God
think
bless
Officer
them.
Tatum probably good.